Hata hiyo story ya Lemfi, Tony alikuja kuniuliza because now Tony is not part of Lemfi, you know. He left at the end of this December. Alikuja kuniuliza story ya ganja, kama ile 10% Mwafa alikuwa anatumia, nikamwambia kwa anatumia.
What?
Now, let's stop pretending. What we're witnessing right now is not just creative differences. This is not a misunderstanding. This is not podcast drama. This is the collapse of Ikonini as we knew it. And today, Rapcha Sayantist finally said what many of us have suspected for a long time, that Mwafreeka is not the person he markets himself to be. If you've been wondering why the weekend update disappeared, why Rapture vanished without explanation, and why Ikonini suddenly feels different, this video is for you. A few months ago, Rapcha Sayantist spoke on his Chizzi Podcast and criticized Calligraph Jones, calling him fake.
Calligraph ni fala.
Lakini
the reason why nilisemanga hivyo, everything about Calligraph is fake. From the accent to the faking of the Kayole story hood to how he dresses.
Hata ndio nilikuwa nataka
kuuliza. And then
sababu
even the music yenyewe. The music iko na element ya fakeness.
Now whether you agree or not doesn't matter. What matters is what happened after. Mwafreeka brought it up during the weekend update on Ekonini, and from that point on, the energy changed. Shortly after, Rapture was gone. No goodbye, no clarification, no transparency. And that silence wasn't accidental. Today, Rapture finally addressed the situation, and his explanation was brutal. He says his decision to walk away was based on constant disrespect from Mwafreeka, not once, not twice, consistently.
Unajua Mwafa alikuwa mdosi wangu. He was my boss at Ghetto Radio. So the way we used to have a relationship, it was different. Unajua mdosi wako wangana kusomea. So I was used to Mwafa kunisomea. So when we were doing stand-up, now tumefanya stand-up ya kwanza. Unajua stand-up ya kwanza ilikuwa Rowan & Cut 3. It was in Nairobi Cinema. When we are doing the second stand-up, kulikuwa na hiyo December, we did not communicate. Hatukuongea na Mwafreeka. Sikuenda hata kumwambia jokes gani ndafanya. As in basically I didn't tell him anything to do. Na the major reason why sikufanya hivyo, because ile nipigia simu ikaanza kunisomea.
Mbona?
Wewe mbona unakuwa mjinga manzejo? Utafanya role media for 50 years, as in ilikuwa nikaa kunitusi. So nikaamua I'm not doing the rehearsal with you. If you want to cancel, kama Ian ni kama Ian ni honest, anaweza akasema that is the truth, because
hakuna RMS ama hiyo party.
As in nilifeel ni kama ananisomea, ni kama ananitukana.
And this didn't start at Ikonini. It goes all the way back to Ghetto Radio, when Mwafreeka was Rapture's boss. According to Rapture, Mwafreeka regularly berated him, scolded him, and talked down to him. And yes, Rapture owns his past. He admits he was young. He admits he was reckless. He admits he was a drunk. So back then he tolerated it. But here's the problem. Rapture says he has grown up. He is now a father of 2 boys. He no longer drinks. He works out. He lives a disciplined, healthy life. But Mwafreeka, according to him, never updated his respect. He still treats Rapture like a child, still scolds him, still talks down to him, as if Ikonini is still Ghetto Radio, as if Mwafreeka is still the boss. But he's not. And the power of dynamic, Rapture says, is what finally pushed him away. Now, this is where the story stops being he said, and starts getting ugly. Rapture claims he helped Mwafreeka secure the Lemify ambassadorial deal. According to him, the connection came through his own friend, a senior official at Lemify at the time. And the agreement, Rapture was supposed to receive 10%. But guess what? He says he was never paid. Not a shilling. And if that's true, then we're not talking about ego anymore, and you're talking about exploitation. Using someone else's connection. Taking the opportunity, then pretending they were never part of the equation. This part shocked me. Rapture admitted that he was so angry at Mwafreeka and Ian that the situation almost turned physical. But he stopped himself. Why? Because in his words, I never get physical with people I consider friends. So instead of fighting, instead of embarrassing everyone publicly, he chose silence. He walked away, and the silence allowed Mwafreeka to control the narrative for a while. Mwafreeka recently claimed that he's been calling Rapture repeatedly and that Rapture hasn't been picking up. Rapture says that's a lie. He says Mwafreeka hasn't called him, so now the question becomes, who's telling the truth? And more importantly, why lie if you're genuinely trying to fix things? Let me speak as a fan. Ikonini doesn't feel the same because something foundational broke. The weekend update is gone, the chemistry is gone, the balance is gone. And now we know why. This wasn't a creative decision. This was a fallout caused by disrespect. And let's be honest, this isn't the first time Mwafreeka has been accused of disrespect. If you watch Ekonini closely, there's a clear pattern. He talks down on Christianity constantly, calling prayer useless, belittling faith, mocking belief. Yet he never carries the same energy towards Islam. Why? Is it conviction or is it fear of consequences? Because let's be real, the Muslim community doesn't tolerate disrespect the way Christians often do. Another comfortable truth, Mwafreeka's respect seems to depend on how rich or influential a guest is. Big names, polite, careful, strategic. Smaller guests, dismissive, interruptive, condescending. So when Rapture says he felt constantly belittled, it fits a pattern of many of us have already noticed. This whole situation paints Mwafreeka as something many fans don't want to admit, a narcissist. Someone who believes growth applies to others, not themselves. Someone who believes power dynamics should never change. Someone who struggles to respect people once he's seen them at their lowest. This hurts because many of us grew up watching Raya. These guys, we believed in what Raya represented. And Raya and Ekonini is more or less the same. But this situation is a reminder, just because someone is entertaining, just because someone is intelligent, doesn't mean they are respectful. Rapture walked away to protect his peace, and sometimes that's the loudest statement of all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Mwafreeka being exposed, or is this just two egos colliding? Subscribe, like, and I'll see you on the next video. If you wish to sponsor the next episode, the pay bill number is on the comment section below.
Yes, that's what's happening, man. Our dude, you maandamano.
Yeah.
So since you maandamano, you can strike, and we don't know when this strike will end. And yeah, we hopefully itaisha soon, because we Rowan and Kat hatujaanza kuisell.
It's still
So